Hi. Oh my God, it's Sunday, my dudes. Hi, Karin. Hi, everybody in the chat. Everyone hear everything okay? I didn't know you could do this with the pitch envelopes on the oscillators until today. That's pretty cool. Hi, Josh. Hi, Kaiwood. I've got a bit of a delay with my mic in my headset, so if I sound like I'm drunk, it's because I can hear myself about 200 milliseconds after I'm talking. Kaiwood, that's a feature, not a bug. All right, enough of that. So, Josh, who's in the chat right here, Josh Brandt, he had this amazing idea to take Windows 3.0 MIDI sounds, like the MIDI stuff that comes in Windows 3.0, these little songs, and turn them into things with like modern soft synths. So we're going to do that today. And I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we'll see. Delete that. So let's go on over to my music projects and find my MIDI files. Let's see. All right. So these are the MIDI files that come with Windows 3.1. And I don't know how any of them sound. So we're going to just drag them in here. And you're going to say yes to this. Import tempo and time signature data into arrangement. Bam. Okay. So look at all these MIDI tracks. This is what happens when you have a MIDI version 1 file. All of these tracks get broken up. And the original Windows MIDI files were not set up that way. They were MIDI type 0, which means all the notes are set up on one track. So I had to use a weird converter to make them all available. So these are all the MIDI tracks that make up this song. And you can see they're labeled. This one says like acoustic grand piano, organ, bright acoustic piano, another acoustic grand piano, another acoustic grand piano. Ugh, this delay is killing me. Anyways, these are not acoustic grand pianos. I can look at this and see, based on the rhythmic content and the way that these hit, that this is actually a drum track. And I bet you this one is too. Looks like drums to me. So I'm going to take these things that I know are drums, and I'll put them down here. And drums 1, drums 2. And I messed around with this about this. Ugh, I sound drunk. This delay on the microphone. I messed around with this a little last night, and I noticed that the drums are tuned in for the general MIDI drum kits. So we're going to have to do some messing around to make these work. And as for the rest of these instruments, I have no idea what they are. This probably is bass. It actually says bass because it's basically monophonic, and it looks like it's following like a pretty basic chord progression. So we're going to call this bass. And looks like we have some, these actually might be guitars. This looks like some kind of keyboard. This looks like some kind of keyboard. This looks like a bass again. So let's drag that up with this. Bass. How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. Basic. You're basic. All right. Yeah, we're going to get to Canyon. That was the one I messed with yesterday, and it was complex. So we'll try to get through as many of these as we can, but Canyon is definitely in the list. So I'll go ahead and save. Yeah, rude. Deal with it. Where should we start? Drums, bass? I don't know. Let's start giving these basic like instruments. I'm just going to drag an instance of analog onto this and hear how it sounds. Hi, Mr. Dualtrix. That's bad. So it sounds like, I don't know, like a blues track. This might not be the best one to mess around with. Dualtrix, we are taking Windows 3.0 MIDI files and trying to do stuff with them that's loud. Is it loud compared to my vocals? Is it too loud for your ears? You can turn down your headphones. Well, what am I supposed to do? Here, let's do this. I'll turn up my vocals. Hey, hey, hey. There. Now turn down all your speakers. Turn down everything you're listening to. Okay? You know what? I don't really want to do a blues track. It's not very fun. Let's go to a different thing. Music projects. You want to just do Canyon? Canyon's kind of a mess, but Dualtrix, yeah, these are the things that came with they're like in the media folder of Windows 3.0. Yeah. All right, here's Canyon. So let's see. Yes, it's the loudness wars. So again, this acoustic grand piano, I think, is actually drums. And for all the people that are joining, I have a 218 millisecond delay on my vocals because of the way I've routed this, because OBS is a piece of shit. So if I sound drunk, that's why. I'm hearing myself 218 milliseconds after I'm saying things. Okay, drums. Yeah, we're starting with Canyon now because the other one was done. All right, keyboard. This thing I know is like a little, almost like a piano thing. That's not what I meant. Boop. Just add vodka for more fun. It's 10 a.m. on a Sunday, my dudes. I'm not going to get drunk. All right, there's that thing. So this is kind of like a news report sound. I'm going to call it that. Well, then, oscillator sync, you get drunk. I sound plenty drunk as it is. All right, well, everyone that's in a time zone or is a lush, it's in a time zone where they can drink, just get drink. Drinky drink. So this is like a sustained pad thing. So we're going to put a pad on that. And let's see. I don't know what kind of synths to use for most of this stuff. No drunk shit, please. Yeah, I don't like shitting when I'm drunk. I mean, it's not fun, especially if you're out and about and you're at a bar, because shitting at a bar is no fun. So speaking of cussing on live streams, Deadmau5 kind of fucked himself over yesterday, being kind of transphobic and shitty. I don't know what his problem is, but kind of over him at this point. Let's see. We want a pad. That's kind of nice. This is Complete Control. It's the Native Instruments wrapper for all of their plugins and a bunch of other plugins. Woo! That'll work for right now. This looks like some kind of piano or something like that. So I got like some synth vibes from this, synth brass vibes from this yesterday. So we're going to try to find a brass that's synthetic. Let's see. Synthetic. Yeah, a lot of 80s stuff. Yeah, Karin, he's kind of a piece of shit. Like, he doesn't really have to try hard not to be an asshole, but he tries really hard to be an asshole. Dual Tricks, that's kind of what I want to go for. But we got to get the instruments set up. Yes, I like synth brass. We're going to start with this. It needs to have an attack, a slow attack. Oh, fuck. God damn. I didn't ask for this. Yes, kalimba. I want a little bit more attack on that, like a sweepy attack. This is my life, going through presets. Secret life of Jeremy. Ooh, that's nice. That doesn't sound anything like what the preset sounds like. Thanks, Complete Control. Great. There, something basic. Please sound right. What is going on? Listen to that. Does that sound anything like this? Sounds like a fucking 90s rave Hoover. Aaron, he kind of made some transphobic comments and then doubled down on them. Okay, That's a good starting point. Let's go into our effects. Effects. Where are my effects? Don't need that. No, we cannot hear the classic one. No. Go listen to it yourself. I don't have time to pull an MP3 off the internet. Sorry. Let's see. Why the fuck is the reverb turning itself back on? What is this bullshit? We're just going to pull ultra analog in. Let's see. Arteria. Oh no, that's AAS. Fuck you, complete control. Yeah, if I had a Roland like JV1080 as the plugin, which I think exists now, I could just use that. That would be great. Brass. Holy shit. What the actual fuck is going on? This thing is switching back to another preset every time I play. Oh, I know what's going on. All right. Volume, pan, expression, hold pedal. I don't know what you are, but you can fuck off. I don't know what you are, but you can fuck off. All this MIDI data in here. Hold pedal, expression, pan, volume. That's fine. Yep, it has automations. You're right, dual tricks. Let's see if that worked, please. Oh my God. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I know, program chain, where is it? Where is it? See, hold pedal, volume, pan, expression. Here what we'll do. We're gonna have to do this. Just make a random note down here, copy. This is fucking annoying. Hey, look, this says, you can't see it, but this says ultra anal on it as opposed to ultra analog. Haha. Ha ha ha. Are the AAS synths any good? Yes. Chromophone, strings. Actually, Chromophone is fucking amazing. Second to ultra analog. I really like both of them. Chromophone is amazing. It's like marimbas and stuff like that. But it's capable of a lot of random stuff. Okay, so we did the thing. We stripped out the automation, hopefully. And that means that, wait, let's double check. Yeah, nobody shit going on. Perfect. So now we can drop that complete control back on and get complete control over everything. And now I can do the preset search again. Canyon rave mode. Yeah, engaged. Do 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 do. Let's try this guy. Yes. Now, I like my brass wide, so we're going to do this. This choral thing from Native Instrument. It's nice. Hopefully you can hear what it does. On. It's a chorus. Like a Juno chorus kind of thing. I'm not super stoked with that. Thick brace. Thick brass. Whoa. Hope you guys like Middle C, because I'm going to play it a whole bunch going through these. Oh, fuck it. We'll work with what we have. Okay, so we can delete this. And I want a little bit of release on this. So, where is that on this motherfucker? I am not super familiar with this particular VSD. Buy a Moog, everyone says. They're amazing. Even though I can't find a goddamn release. It's an ADS envelope. What's the point? Why? Where's my R? Delay becomes also release switch. Let's take a look. Hey, you're right. Good call. Amazing. Okay. So that took a long time. What else we got? Doobie-doo boop boop boop. We got this pad thing. What is this? This is polyphonic, so not a bass. This kind of looks like it could be a bass. This also looks like it could be a bass. I'm going to guess this is a bass. Because, again, despite the crazy running of notes, it looks like it holds on things pretty well. Like hold down that bottom fundamental there. So we'll call this bass for now. This is more drums. You can tell because of all this shit up here. This is like hi-hat or ride cymbal or something. Drums. Besides wasting your time with me today, what are y'all doing? What's your plans? What do you do? What you doing? Tell me. Tell me things. This looks like a lead. Do 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 do. I don't want to tackle drums yet. I guess we'll do this lead thing. So we'll do the same thing we did last time. Go in, drop a note right there so I can just copy the whole thing. Dave and Buster's. That sounds like fun. What's our clone? What's our clone? Oh, Forza. Nice. Dinner's also good. Lead. Oh yeah, that Step Secret thing looks really, really cool. So this thing is echoing our brass here and here, and echoing the pad here and here. So we want something that can do sustained, but we also need to have a relatively quick attack because, you know, it's doing this stuff, which is pretty quick attacky. So we may switch this stuff out later, but for now, let's pick like a classic lead for this. Sort of a classic poly lead. Synth lead. Classic poly lead. I need to solo it. That'll work. Hi, Rounds. You're way too complex for this. But... Oh, Rasmus is our clone like rsync? It sounds like rsync. That's amazing. Where's our bass? What did I call bass? Boop, 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 boop. This claims to be a bass, but look at what's that shit? That's not bass. This looks more like bass than this does, except for those doubled up notes. Let's pretend this is bass. rsync was depreciated? Today I learned. I use rsync a lot for my computer backups, so I'll have to look into rclone. So we're going to drop a anchor note, copy, power saws with overdrive and everything. I agree. You know what? So I just got Complete 12. I just got Complete 12, and it has some like player series things. It's these new sort of like genre specific, almost like Rompler kind of things. And there's one called Analog Dreams, which is really, really cool for synthwave stuff. And I'm tempted to just start using just that on this, just because, I don't know, might as well. Should we use Anal Dreams on everything? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. It means going back and getting new sounds, but it makes everything a lot easier in terms of selection. Oh, Rasmus, that makes sense, considering that the cloud is very popular, from what I understand. I've heard a lot about the cloud. So we're going to make a backup of this brass, because we did do some work and I don't want to lose it. And we'll just go ahead and deactivate that. And then we're going to pull in some Anal Dreams. Complete 12 has some pretty amazing shit. Like, here's our Analog Dreams things. Like, listen to this. I'm just going to drop this in real quick because it's freaking nuts. What's a cloud? You're a cloud. Okay, check this thing out. It's instant James Wan. I have to unmute it. There we go. absolutely crazy. If I was a horror composer, I'd be all about this. And then everyone gets eaten by aliens. All right. Yes, replace. Boop. Oh, my bones. I need more calcium. Hey, where'd you go? What you doing? Windows. All right. What do you think this was designed for? Huh? Could you have any guess what this might be designed for or intended for? This shit. Also, this says chunky bottom, which is pretty awesome. So, if we go up into here, we have different things, like different kinds of presets. And you can click on these and mix and match waves between the A and the B here. Boop, boop. All right. Classical, happy, hardcore, jazz. So there's our backup. We want, where did I drop this thing? Here. That works. That's good. Going to leads. It's not bad. That's better. I bet you all thought I was just going to do a bunch of sound design or something here, and here I am just pulling up presets on things that look like they were spit out by a AI doing synthwave art. Fooled you. All right, so we're going to replace this. So I just finished up the round 2 of the YouTube library music stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And I used a lot of the stuff that you're seeing here. I didn't have complete 12 at that point, but I'll tell you a secret. It was basically all presets. That's the. After getting complete 11, I'm like, I am kind of like a DJ for presets now. Like, there's so much good stuff to use, and if you can find it and mix and match it, it's almost like you're in charge of a very, very complex orchestra with shit like this as your instruments, which is pretty neat. Why are you smacking your head, Rasmus? Are you sad to hear about presets? It's neat, but I don't want that type of rhythmic thing going. God damn it! That'll work. I'm just trying to tell everyone that There's no shame in presets. That's all. No snobbery needed for that shit. Too much. That's a great way of putting it, Rasmus. This brass needs to have more quick attack. Let's see. It's not really a pad. I'm gonna take this up an octave because I feel like, oh, we don't need to do that. We can do this. MIDI effects, pitch, plus 12. There we go. This sounds terrible. I love it. Okay, let's see which one of these is our basses. So Godspeed, Rasmus, as you turn into a Linux. Bass? Question mark? So my dog is 6 months now, and he is very, very bad. He helped himself to the cat's breakfast this morning. He just ate it while I turned my back for about 2 seconds, which is new for him. He's very, very, very bad. We have to dig into using the shock collar more on him because it's the only thing that he's actually going to respond to at this point. I guess that could be a bass. Let's see. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Wow, that's really fantastic. So what do we have left? We have this thing. Claims to be an overdrive guitar. Looks like it does a bunch of solo stuff over here. So let's do our copy paste. Canyon MIDI remix contest. Actually, that would be a really fun challenge. Maybe I'll have to think about how to do that. Because I promise you, people could probably do it better than me, given how I'm approaching this. Guitar? Question mark? Okay. I guess we'll just stick with what we've been doing so far in the interest of time. I was kind of like, oh, I'll just knock all of his out and put out an EP at the end of the live stream. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's like fucking Bach or something. Mr. Anubius. It's okay, you run our Discord, so you can do whatever you want. We're making really bad Windows 3.1 music. All right, let's see what this says. It says Glockenspiel, and it only appears a few times. So I'm going to assume this is kind of like a bell, but it seems to sustain. So we're going to treat this kind of like a little bell accent thing. And once again, we want to strip out all of the MIDI automation from it. So bell question mark. Make a new MIDI clip, go in. And the reason that I'm doing this little drop and anchor thing here, because it means I can just hit Control A, which is select all, and it selects all the way back to measure 1, which makes it a lot easier to do this, as opposed to trying to figure out where that first note hits and copying from there. And then we can delete this. All right, so now we have this bell thing. Let's go ahead and see if we got any bells in Anal Dreams here. Oh, this Ethereal Earth thing is really, really cool too. They like basically created the synth sections of the Planet Earth soundtrack just in a plugin. It's pretty nifty. Do we have bells? I'll just call a pluck. Let's see. No. No. Oh, we went into pads. We're going to not use Anal Dreams for this. We're going to use Complete Control again, because I want specifically to search for like a bell sound that has a bit of sustain to it. Welcome, Mr. Morgenkorn. I've never actually pronounced your name out loud. I didn't realize it was Morgenkorn. Is that like German for morning corn? Let's not talk about Patreon money. There's no fun. All right, so we want a bell. No. Let's see. Do we have a synth misc? It's Icelandic and it means cornflakes. I love it. Why are all these bell presets terrible? I'm doing this wrong. Let's see. Mal instrument, bell. That'll work. Yeah, look at that. It's a tiny version of Massive. The neat thing about Complete Control is that it takes plugins like Massive and Reactor and other things that are rather complex and condenses them into this playable kind of thing. Like you can go in and edit this if you want, but like all of these knobs here are actually assigned to my Complete Control thing over here, so I can mess around with stuff. And there's like 12 pages of of effects or of settings that you can mess with via the knobs, which is really, really nice. But we're basically just doing glorified playback of presets today. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. You're an oxymoron. All right, look at us. We've worked our way all the way down. Wait, this says bass. What did I call bass up here? Oh God, what is this? This has nothing on it. It's not bass. This sounds like bass up here. Sorry about that. I'm just like talking into a non-working mic. I have this thing marked as bass here, and it looks like it's actually echoing this guitar part here. Rasmus, I know, I'm sorry. See, the thing is, my mic is up here running into Ableton, and see, look at that. If I solo a thing, it goes away, so I have to be careful about that. Let's see, is there a way to... I don't know. Sorry. I'll try to pay more attention to it. So anyways, I got to find something for this second thing that looks like the guitar here. So let's go ahead and open up Contact again. I like the way, I don't know if you can see this, but over here, like, we have Contact 5, which is the version of Contact that existed up until Complete 12 came out. And then they released Contact 6, and they just called it Contact. Why the hell, Native Instruments, did you not call it Contact 6 as a VST? I'm looking over here, and I'm like, I want Contact 6. You're making my workflow hard, dumbasses. All right. So this thing and the guitar share a DNA musically with each other. So let's do this. That's bass. Let's call this guitar 2. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's the goddamn brass sound I wanted. Where is that? Leads. Oberbrass. The Patreon levels are kind of dumb. Everything should be free. Sadly, people just steal things. Do you want to expand on that? Are you talking about my Patreon levels being dumb? There we go. That's the exact sound I wanted. Oberheim 6 brass. So we need something for this still. Probably works. is sounding about as bad as I hoped it would. Rasmus, honestly, I don't quite know what you're getting at. But... Oh, I see what you're trying to say. I don't think that's going to work for... I mean, the Patreon model doesn't... That's not what it's about, really. I don't disagree that things should be more available to people, but... I don't know. I mean... I don't really know what to say. People do steal. I spent probably about 5 to 8 years when I started making music using cracked software before I was actually financially able to, I don't know, pay for anything. Like, it's the way of the world, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to tackle drums. We're almost done. We have 3 drum tracks here. I don't really know why. Or, for instance, why... Like, that doesn't make any sense for drums. There shouldn't be sustained notes for drums. So... Is this... Let's see. G4 or G, C, G. G, D, G. Is this actually a piano? Do, 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 do. Oh, this is. Okay. Something. What are we going to put here? Yeah, I'll agree with you. People don't think about the people behind the product, and that's why we see stuff on like synthesizer forums, where people are just like shitting on any synth that comes around, like the product is the end result, and like, why isn't it exactly how I want it? Why is it made exactly for me, and why does it only cost $50 as opposed to whatever? There we go. This is another one of those player things that came with Complete 12. And it's sort of like it's hybrid key. So you can combine things like organs and mallets and pianos. And I just kind of want a... Do people review synths without actually using them? That's a big in photography. Oh God, don't get me started on the world of, I don't know, what do you call it? Photographic YouTube reviewing stuff like Ken Rockwell and shit like that. Like, that world's a mess. Would a Wurlitzer sound out of place? I don't know. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have a Whirly. Let's try it. I have an itchy nose, by the way. I'm not, like, doing drugs. I just have an itchy nose, so please don't judge me for my nose. Oh, no, we actually want contact. Let's try a whirly. So I want... allergies. Itchy nose plus a drugged mic. Boop boop ba-da ba-da boop ba-da 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 boo. Oscillator, you're right, but then you have the thing like with the what was it? The Arturia Impact debacle, when like 50 billion YouTubers all came out with a video about it on the same day, and like we're just kind of like, here it is. I love it. Scarby. We're actually, sorry. Let's go into complete control where I have a bit more control over searching for things. All right. Piano keys. Electric piano. Whirly. Oh, wait. Good call, dude. Hey, look, it's a whirly. That's how you make music. Man, that part was made for that. Nice call, Soundsmith. I'm avoiding doing drums because I know it's going to be a clusterfuck, so I'm just kind of going back into here and messing around with some stuff. The impact ruined my feed as well. I don't like this lead sound. Cornflakes, a whirly is a classic electromechanical keyboard, like a Rhodes. You know what? Let's try something since we're going for specific instruments now. Do I have... No. I just wanted like a classic sort of lead sound. And here I am just going through presets like an asshole. This is not the right synth for this. All right. We'll go back to this. Doot, doot, doot. That's not a lead. Lying piece of crap. Express lead on my Triton sounds okay on that part. I don't know what a Triton sound... I mean, I know what a Triton sounds like. That used to be one of my, like, dream I want synths. But I don't have any reference for the particular sounds. That actually is okay. What the Christ was that? That has a very odd hold on it. What the fuck? It's that. Go away. Alright, yeah. Had some kind of crazy pitch envelope. It's gone now. Okay. Let's do drums. First, some water. Oh yeah, Soundsmith, I could see that working really well. But I think we're pretty much good. So we're going to tackle these drums. Now the thing about drums in the general MIDI world is there's sort of a standard for the general MIDI drum kit. And it's like things go here, like kicks go here, here's kick 2, and it goes through like every note available, and it's like super specific about where things are. And I don't have any general MIDI compatible drum kits. I think even the Ableton ones might be close. So let's go into here and find some, like, let's just try dropping something like a DMX or something like that on it. Not that. Yeah. Let's see what happens. So I can tell by looking at it that it actually did, like, why do you take your headphones off all the time? I tried to explain this earlier on in the stream. I have a 218 millisecond delay between when I open my mouth and words come out and when I hear them. So if I have the headphones on and I'm actually trying to talk to y'all, I get a really weird delay and it makes me sound drunk because I can't talk. Have you ever tried to talk into something where you're like delayed by a few milliseconds? It's impossible. It's like a mind hack. All right, so I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the hi-hat. That's all good. This is probably supposed to be a kick drum, and it's way down here doing nothing. So we're going to bring it up there. We got a tom, tom, tom. This is probably supposed to be a fourth tom. I see nothing that would work as a snare here. So this looks like to me, let's see, what else do we have? Let's just fold this up. We have a cowbell, tom, tom, tom. This is supposed to be a tom. This claim, I doubt this is supposed to be a second kick. I bet this is supposed to be a tom as well. So, what's the best thing we can do here? Let's go ahead. Oh, first of all, we got to do our strip this thing. Strip it good. of all the errant MIDI data. Boo, boop, boop. Boo, boop, boop, boo, 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 boo. And this wasn't terrible for this, I guess, from the beginning. Let's see. It sounds bad, which is fine. I mean, it's supposed to sound bad. We obviously have a whole bunch of balancing and stuff we need to do with the instruments, and we'll get to that after we get the drums nailed down. So what I want to do here is look at what I'm missing. I got my that's a find cheesy sounding closed hi-hat for that. I'm missing another tom, so I'm going to go down. First of all, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't think this is supposed to be a second kick. Well, I mean, this is basically a giant mem session. Like, I'm not going to be able to make this song sound like anything other than what it is. I can throw as many random instruments at it as I want, but it's still going to have the arrangement that it does. So I'm going to grab this tom, and this low tom, and I'm going to copy it here by holding down Control. And I'm going to pitch it down a little bit more. There we go. Can this track be released in any legal way when you're done with it? Yeah. I'll put it up on the Patreon for y'all. If I had gotten through a bunch, what time is it? It's 11:14 already? Yeah, we're going to get through this one track, basically, I think. I'll put it up on Patreon. Oh, God. Okay. So that's drum 1. It's basically kicks, hi-hats, and toms. Let's talk. Excuse me while I vape. I'm going to put some nicotine inside of my face. All right. Drums 2. Let's go ahead and drop this on it again so we can kind of get a picture of what we're missing. All right. So 2 kick drums. You can see this down here. This doesn't have anything assigned to it, so we'll need to do that. Crash, that's fine. I'm assuming this is supposed to... Yes, I do need some lasers. A ride cymbal up here. So what I'm going to do is bring... Oh, there's 2 rides. We need a more complex drum set for this. Let's see. I don't like any of that. Drums. Let's go into complete control. and see what we can do. I'm in love with, where is it? What was it called? DrumLab? It might be too aggressive for this. We'll see. Let's make this into Nine Inch Nails. It's not bad. Okay, welcome to DrumLab. DrumLab is a really cool thing I've been using a whole bunch. Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry to hear about your breakup, but I'm glad that you're here. I use this a shit ton on the YouTube stuff. Basically, every single instrument here, so we have crashes, toms, all the things you expect from a drum set, you can mix two different sources of acoustic, and you can mix an acoustic source with an electronic source, and it's got some really cool, snappy stuff going on. So we're going to go into our drums here. I kind of need to see this. I have no room on screen. All right, let's do this. So I need to be moving these MIDI notes around to have them actually do something. So we're going to find out where everything is. So this needs to be a crash, this note right here. So we're going to grab all instances of it and move it around until we get a crash. And I think that's going to be there. Well done. How does Native Instruments crank out so much awesome stuff? I have no idea. I had Complete 9 or 6 or something a long time ago. And I sold the license to it when I was in a bit of a pickle financially, and I never went back to it for a long time. And then recently I got Complete 11, and it's insane how much more stuff there is. And especially now that I have a computer that can handle the multi-sampled stuff, Contact is just astounding. Okay, so those claps aren't working for me. I need to move them to something else. Let me find out where they are, and I will move them. I think they're supposed to be a rise to ball, but I'm not sure. Is this it? No. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it could be cowbell. Do I have a cowbell here? I do. Okay. Let's figure out where that is. It's beef or C4. All right, come here. Thanks, I hate it. Why? Oh my God. Christ. Okay. Are we missing anything else in here? Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen. I hate this so much. I don't like that kick. Let's go ahead and mess with that. It's a little too thumpy. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's just use, that's 28080. Well, Rasmus, that's some personal info. Eh. Oh wait, it switched back. Why did it do that? Okay. Anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into like a Native Instruments stream. But I was joking, Rasmus, about your phone being 24/7 on vibrate. I'm turning it into something lewd. I just want a simple kick. Bulge layer. OWO. Almost there, almost there. Ugh. No. It's too big. Do I have a bunch of... I don't want a saturator. There we go. Yeah, if I was going to make this a ringtone, I would probably just do like cat sounds for everything. There we go. That's nice. Let's mess with those toms. What is that? Thin layer. Nasty layer. Ew. Where's the thin layer? Why does it sound so different? That's so weird. That's good. Needs to be louder. Soundsmith, I think it's up to you. You've had the idea. You might as well do it. That is not even a tom. It's like a bad rave piano. These toms are weird. Just have some weird names. The facile layer. It sounds like a Silent Hill enemy. That's cute. So I'm actually turning this kit into more of like a classic, almost like 606 or something like that, more synthetic than acoustic, just because it was too much the other way. Look at it go! Wait. Oh. Look at that tom fill. Look at this thing freak out. I love it. Hold on. All right. I want to add an element. I know. Let's see. I want to add an element. I want a white noise sweep that goes down at that last hit. So we're going to go into our drums here and add, I don't know if you knew you could do this, but add an instance of analog up here into the drum rack. And I'm going to go over here and grab this last hi-hat hit and bring it up to my analog thing. Let's see, what note is that? There it is. All right, so we're going to turn this into a white noise hit by doing this. Turn on the noise oscillator, turn this to noise. Oh, that was not it. Turn this to noise, turn this to noise. All right, I'm going to mess with this a little bit. That's it. Lovely. Let me put a little compressor on it. I'll talk about the OPZ in a second. Hold on. Something is really out of tune at the end. OPZ. Okay. So, you know, my YouTube channel started because of the OP1, and I'm really like the OP1. And then I got a Digitact, and I was like, hey, it's another thing I can make full tracks on in a box. And I was like, this is really cool. It's really different. And then I got a Deluge, and I was like, oh, wow, it's another thing I can make full tracks on in a box. And at this point, I feel a little groove boxed out. I did watch Cuckoo's OPZ mega tutorial thing the other day, and it seems like it does some really cool stuff. And it's like it takes all the like super awesome performance aspects of the pocket operators, which are legit fun, and it gives you them in a more robust, like sort of tweakable thing, and that's cool. My hype level is actually not very high, TBH. I have a lot on my plate, and I don't really feel excited about learning a new piece of kit. I don't think it's going to be as engaging on camera at all as the OP1 is. Nothing really is. So my hype level is I'm meh about it. Honestly. Sorry. I don't know. We're going to mix this now. Christ, what is that? Okay. So I don't want to. I want to stay true to this. I don't want to take notes in and out, but I do want to tame some of these things. And since I deleted that MIDI, the MIDI volume stuff, I'm gonna have to put in my own stuff. So for instance, this lead here on these sustain notes is just gross. So I've dropped a utility on here, which is how I mix things. I don't mess with the automation over here on the volume, which you can't see for the channel, because I want to be able to adjust that from a macro level. So I'm going to go in here and drop the volume on this because it's just gross. And we'll do the same thing next time that sustain part happens. Okay, I can hear that I need more on that snare once it comes in. So let's go ahead and work with that for a second. Where's the select by MIDI turn off? There we go. Something came in that I want to volume automate. Is it this? I'm gonna group these. We're going to pan them because they're pretty much doing the same thing. And I want some stereo separation. Ugh. Oh God. Okay. Solo group or something. I'm going to drop utility on that because basically, well, that's not a utility. There we go. Right about here. I want this to do this. Great. Okay. That was weird. I'm getting rid of it. Okay. Great. So let's mix this. Let's do some stem mixing real quick. You are correct, Soundsmith. That is exactly what should happen. All right. I'm going to show off Neutron real quick as we mix this. So I'm going to do some stem mixing with Neutron, meaning I got to make stems. So I'm going to put some things together. Bass gets its own. I'm grouping tracks into stems. I'm not going to actually export them. Solo group. Actually, we'll call this synths. All right. Bell can go into this. Group these two. Okay. We'll put the pad into this down here. This can go into here. Okay, great. Wow, it has a lot of reverb. So I'm using the Neutron Track Assistant to just kind of get a baseline for some processing. Sometimes it's really off, and sometimes it's really on. And most of the time it's pretty on. Pulling out some information from the mids there, which is cool. That reverb trail. Yeah, this is corporate. This is corporate. Someone. The funny thing is, I think the person who probably made this track originally probably thought it was hip. Super hip. It's like how freaking hip this is. It's not, though. It's not even ironically hip. Holy shit. Sorry, my mic was muted. Wolfpack needs to do a cover of this. You're absolutely freaking correct. That's amazing. What an amazing idea. Yeah. All right, let's listen to our terrible child. Oh, news report needs to go in something. That little turn right there, this thing. I'm going to cheat and take that pad sound and copy it down to this bell because it's begging for it. Just like that. Okay. Well, friends, we've truly made a masterpiece. I don't know what to tell you. This has just been astoundingly amazing. So it's about 10 minutes to noon, so that means we've been streaming for about 2 hours. That's chill. I'm going to run this through my Magic Analog Tone Amp thing after I export it, and then do a little bit of mastering. And then I'll put it on Patreon. So I guess this is a goodbye. I want to thank you all for joining me here for this absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible thing. I hope you're happy with yourself. I will publish the track. Yeah, I'll put it on Patreon as soon as I'm done mastering it. So yeah, don't worry. You'll get it. You'll get it. Thank you. Soundsmith, if you made a version, you should send it to me, or I don't know, post it to Discord or something. I'd love to hear it. I would imagine that the Korg Triton actually probably deals with this pretty well. Anyways, thanks everybody. Love ya. Let's go into the main. Whoa, whoa! Holy shit! Holy shit! I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay. Bye. Bye.